What's your name?
Ayana Janae.
And what are we about to do?
We are about to go to the first studio session for the Mother Nature albums meeting. And we're about to build these tracks today.
Are you excited?
Very excited. Actually, I'm getting a phone call. I don't know who this is. I can never reach my phone when I need to. It's Fredrick. I was able to work with some amazing musicians. Colin Wells, he plays guitar, and Fred, he plays drums, and they were both incredible on there. And they've played together before, of course, but adding Adrian on bass and adding Monty on keys, like, it was just the icing on the cake, and I was so grateful to have them. They're all gems, okay? And it was amazing because just hearing this, like, what could have been considered rough takes, because they were just in there jamming, like trying to get the song out and just seeing what it sounded like with all of them playing together. It's been a long night. My mind's truly exhausted. Shit was cold. Like, first session was crazy. It has so much energy in there. Like, you had to be at the first session to know what I'm saying and to really, like, feel what I'm feeling right now, because the space itself just exuded greatness. I had to sit in a corner and cry after listening to Down, and they had played it all of, what, 2 or 3 times in total. And by the second take, it was just, I was on the floor sobbing.
Hey! Let that ride for a minute. Let that just ride for a minute.
That's a nice.
Let that ride for a minute. Look there just for a second.
Yeah, that's funny.
So honestly, because I had such a great team, challenges were few. But making sure that people that have listened to my old work can see a change in my last body of work to this body of work, so that they can see my growth. They can see all that I've accomplished and achieved as a singer, even like my ability to just like do things with my voice. And conversation the other day, and the question was, how does Gemini or Unfinished Business, my last EPs, like differ from Mother Nature? I feel like the difference between those and Mother Nature is I finally feel like an artist, and I feel like I put intention behind everything that went into Mother Nature, from picking the producers to picking the right songs to being intentional about who I wanted to be on the project. You know, as far as musicians, I only have one feature, but I mean, I feel like everything that I did was intentional, and I finally feel like this is a body of work that I'm really proud of. I did so many things. Okay. It was at this moment I realized this was a freestyle. Like, okay, cool. No. Thank you, Zack. Now I've grown from it. Oh man. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Moving on. Said I'm moving on. Said I'm moving on. Said I'm I wasn't writing Mother Nature at first. So I wasn't necessarily like, I have the title of the album and now I'm gonna write music for the title Mother Nature. Like, I started writing my album in 2019 and I finally had gotten to a place where I wrote this song called Over It. And I wrote that at the end of 2019 and I sent it off to one of my good friends. And he was like, that's it. I don't know, but that's it. Like, you haven't written anything like that, and that's what I'm talking about. So I basically just kept writing in that vein. I kept like exercising my pen and making sure that every other song that I wrote for my album, regardless of what I named it, would live up to Over It or surpass Over It. And I believe that I did that. I believe I did surpass Over It with a couple of songs.
Fuck, that sounds good.
2020 was hard for everyone. For me specifically, what it did was it put me in this mode of just like fasting and praying and being very present in the moment. And so with that happening, I was able to like do a lot of the things that I was doing as like a kid that I know I was doing as a kid. Like sitting outside and just like talking to animals and looking at trees and listening to like all the different noises that are happening outside, from the bugs to the birds. So having that time again to just simply be present and just be amongst outdoors and all of its wonder, like I was extremely inspired by that. And I think that after realizing that I was reconnecting with all the things that I was connecting with as a child, it made me want to write from a place and create from a place that not only was reflective of where I am currently, but also reflecting where I'm going in the future. So I definitely love the lyrical content that's in this project. Show you something that you didn't know you needed. Come open your heart. It wasn't until like I feel like I was able to work with my producers, Manny and Ryan, and like have them send me beats and things like that, and that's when I feel like I had my songs that I had already written that I wanted to be on the album, and then I got to listen to the beats and write to those beats that they sent me, and then I was able to kind of figure out through all of that the album should be called Mother Nature. Mother Nature is real. Mother Nature is raw. Mother Nature is honest. And Mother Nature is that bitch. So I'm really excited to put this project out. I can't wait.
darkness, a light at the end. The light is my faith, the light is my friend. Mother Nature.